Oh, hell. Hey everybody, Clown Man. Today's actually a, well, fan friend submitted topic for a rant. Shout out Ghost Brandon Paulsat. I don't know if that's actually his last name, because I've seen a couple different last names of his, but regardless, shout out to you, buddy. Anyways, today's topic is why athletes make more than soldiers do. And I'm going to be very blunt about this. This is not my opinion. The following is not my opinion. It's kind of more of a statement on society. Athletes make more than soldiers do because athletes are more important. Not my opinion. I don't believe that. That's just what I've noticed. Athletes make more. I think it's because, well, the U.S. doesn't really give a fuck about their like. They don't. No one cares about soldiers. Honestly, that's just how it is. I'm pretty sure. I haven't noticed anything else. Like, if we're really that gung ho about treating our veterans and our soldiers properly, why do half the people that come back fucked up, obviously because they fucking were sent overseas to murder people? They come back screwed up on with PTSD and all this other stuff, and then they just get left. Why? We obviously, if that fact alone just shows we don't give a shit. So naturally we pay our athletes more because we pay attention to them. Oh, they're the ones scoring X amount of goals a night doing whatever sport. They're the ones that are training every day and they work so hard for their fucking 60 minutes. 60 minutes a week. That's what they work. 60 minutes a week. Oh, well, they have to do training and they haven't. No, 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 shut up. The military has to train too, but they're working 24 hours a day. They literally don't stop. Even when they sleep, they're working. Because they have to wake up, bam, oh, some shit's going down. I gotta start defending the base and shit like that. Like they don't get, and then the only time off they get is when they're shipped back home. That's it. They're on, they're they just bust ass, and they get paid less because no one cares about them. I mean, what can I do? I'm one guy. I can't just like go give them my salary. I gotta survive. And I don't see anyone giving me free money for, helping out soldiers or any of that shit. As much as I would love to, I can't. And that's just this. Everyone will say that. Like, oh, well, I can't because, no. Yeah, we can't. We're not. We as citizens aren't really in the position to help because we're not in the same boat. We're in the same boat financially. We hardly make any money, but they put their lives on the line, so there's the difference there. But yeah, I mean, it's not like all of us are making fucking six figures a year. I'm not sitting here working at Walmart working at Canadian Tire pulling in 200 grand. No, I literally make enough to support me. That's it. Buy my food, pay my rent. That's the government is just permanently fucking us, and they don't really care. I can't just sit here and blame the government because companies can pay their workers X amount of dollars. They can say, you know what, you get to make $20 an hour for being at the entry position job. They can do that, and they don't. They use the minimum wage as a rule rather than a guideline. Or a guideline rather, I don't know. They focus too much on minimum wage. That's all I know. So yeah, there's that. It all boils down to the fact that the soldiers aren't important enough to everybody. Even though they should be fucking top tier. They should be like kids, family, friends, soldiers, literally everything else. They're not. They're being robbed. That's all. It's unjust. It's unfair. They're getting shafted. And there's nothing we as a collective, and I don't mean we as everyone. I mean we as people who actually give a fuck. Because, I mean, like, for what? For every 100 people, there's, like, 6 people that actually care about the military? I don't mean care, like, you have those idiots that are like, oh, I support the military, I have that little ribbon on my car, that magnet, see? No, you don't support them. What happens when you see homeless military guys? What do? You walk away. I haven't seen any personally. I've only ran into a few homeless people in my life, and every single time that I run into them, I'm always broke. Or I have nothing on me but plastic, so I'm kind of fucked. And even then, I'm broke on plastic too. So I've never been in the opportunity, or I haven't been in the situation, or it hasn't presented itself, whatever, to kind of give to the homeless in general, which makes me feel kind of bad because I don't live luxurious by any means, but I'm comfortable, and it's not fair for me to be comfortable and for them to be shafted as hard as they are for whatever reason. I don't know. We really should spread the wealth more. Like we'll just take my dad's company for example. Um, the one guy that owns the company my dad works for, just just mortgaged $1 million custom built house. Why? Half of that would have been plenty. Why don't you donate the other half to anything, really? Like it's just how greedy people get. And I don't know. The people who go into high paying careers usually only do it for the money. Like how many hockey players do you know that have turned down $1 million contracts to just play hockey for the amount that they make? No, they always ask for more and more and more because they think they're fucking worth something. Look at fucking Crosby. I'm sure he's making at least $2 million a year. For what? You work for 60 minutes. You have like a 3 hour training regimen and per day, so that's 21 hours a week, and then an extra hour at the it's 22 hours a week you work, and you make $2 million a year. I work 40 hours a week, and I'm lucky to get. I don't even get 20 grand. You don't have it hard. It's just yeah, shit like that happens. You're only in it for the money. That's well, kind of deviating, but that's kind of why I like a lot of defensemen in hockey because they don't get paid a lot and they still play. They still love what they do. They'll make like 100,000 a year if they're a good fucking defenseman. Maybe more. I haven't touched hockey schematic money stuff since playing NHL 2004, so shit's probably shifted a bunch. Even then, if they're making $500,000 a year, that's a lot, but that's not compared to some of the forwards and centers and all goalies and shit. Like we're spending too much money on dumb shit, and not enough on important things like food and education and soldiers. No, it's and the best part is, soldiers in the Canadian military for sure are the cream of the crop. Like I have a friend who auditioned or signed up or whatever, tried to get enlisted into the military and didn't make it because he has a condition that when it's cold, his blood gets a little too thin, so he loses some circulation in his fingers. He was denied military for that. Like, the guys in the military are fucking spot on, top fucking level shit. It's, and they're making as much as I am. Like, these guys go out and, they're trained to kill people. They're trained to survive the worst conditions imaginable. And my car hardly starts in -40. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's wrong. But there's nothing I can do. I'm just one person. I don't have the time or resources to do anything about it. I have to fucking struggle to do what I do now, let alone fucking donate my time to help the soldiers. And even if I do, where's that gonna get me? If I quit my second job, because yeah, I'm working too. So if I quit my second job and spent all that other time, you know, picketing and fucking trying to get soldiers better money and all this other shit, what's gonna happen to me what's gonna happen to me when they're pulling $100,000, $200,000 a year? Jack shit. I'm gonna be sitting here. Oh yeah, he was the guy who got more money for the military. Hey, thanks, man. Hey, cool. I'm gonna go back to working for $11 an hour. Enjoy your big fancy houses. I'm gonna get shafted too. So at this point, it's a lot of self-preservation. I don't know. I think it all boils down to us not caring about anybody but ourselves. And you basically have two types of people. You have the people who don't give a fuck about anyone, or the people who can't give a fuck about anyone. The people who are, that if they start shelling out energy and everything else into other people, they get left behind, and they just fall apart emotionally, physically, and financially. It's just they become this mess, and then they can't even help other people. They just fuck everything up, and they're done. And the people who don't give a fuck, who just like to pretend that the world is fine, and then basically rich people and college kids. Fuck, I hate college kids so much. But that's not what this rant is about. But yeah, no one cares about the military anymore. Like, you can't even be flat-footed. I'm flat-footed as shit because I went through that period in my life where all I wore was skate shoes. Skate shoes are all flat feet, so I have no arches left. And yeah, I couldn't ever join the military. I couldn't even. I don't even think I can get conscripted if things go that sour. But that's beside the point. I have I have oodles of respect for the military guys. I think if it were up to me, all the military guys, anyone in the military, should either petition to have it privatized, because if you privatize it, you'll have fucking stupid amounts of money, or you fucking quit and start your own. Regardless, I think military should be privatized. That it would do the world, well, not the world, but I think it'd help our soldiers out a lot. They get more money for what they do, and oh my god, no, 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 no. Okay, good. A big fucking knot in my hair. Sorry. Yeah, I think if the military was privatized, uh, we'd have the soldiers would be getting a lot more money, which is nice. Because if I've the only thing close to privatized military I've ever experienced is Army of Two, and in that game you can do one objective for $2,500. So by the end of one mission, you'll probably have like 40 grand. So that's like a month of work for 40 grand. That's what the military fucking deserves. You serve for a month, here's fucking 60 grand. I'll give you more if you suck my dick. No. Okay. Getting off topic. Yeah. I think if we privatize the military, oh my god. I'm so sorry. Privatizing the military means more money for soldiers and more money spent on important shit. Like, guns. And not giant missiles that no one needs. Kent was like, "What's going on, eh?" But yeah, I think, or there should at least be a privatized sector. Yeah, that's what I think. I think the military should either pay their guys more or privatize the shit out of that. Cause yeah, an army of two, it's because within the military there's so much dumb shit, like they have every pin and stock and barrel and everything fucking serial numbered and fucking written down, so there's stupid amounts of time wasted there. I mean, yeah, you train your guys, but I don't know, maybe have them like before, make them have them do a rigorous training segment and just keep it up like for 3 hours a day until you ship them off to do whatever mission, and make sure they do a little, not a test, but like kind of like an evaluation before they go, and say, hey, he's ready to take on this mission or whatever, and then oh my god, and then ship them off. But yeah, what was I saying? Privatize the military. Yeah, you have your little facility, have your guys do rigorous training in their own homes, and then they'll come in, do their evaluation. Case guy's ready to go, ship them off with his set of guns, all its bullets, all his, because a lot of the military carries a lot of kind of useless shit. Just send them over there with a cell phone with free roaming. Fuck you, fine. A handgun and a cell phone. Fucking James Bond shit. Okay, getting very unserious. But no. Privatize the military, have your corporations, rigorous routines, evaluation, send them off with their stuff, and then, yeah, that's all I got. Because that's what it was like in Army of Two, and that, I don't know, I'm not an expert by any means, but that makes sense to me. Makes sense. I don't know, it just feels like a good idea. But anyways, back to the core topic. Athletes make more because we care about athletes more. Not we like me, but we like society. No one gives a fuck about soldiers. I think that also has to do with the fact that most people don't really know what death is. Let me put this to you in the way that I know it and hold it dear, and etc. etc. Have you ever had a dream or not? Oh fuck, no, shut up. Get rid of that. Have you ever slept and not dreamt? If so, that's what death is forever. And another thing, next time you have anything to eat, like if you eat a sandwich, eat your sandwich, wait a little bit, and just think about your sandwich. Think about how you had your sandwich and how you ate it, and how it's no longer there. Now, take that and instead of sandwiches, people. Like this person who may have had a massive impact on your life was here talking to you yesterday, and is not here today because he committed suicide or he or she died or whatever. Like, that just fucking rocks my head. Like, it just fucks with me. It was a big thing I had to get past when starting to write death metal. It's all about death, so I had to try to get past that. I still hold it very dear, and I know how sacred life is, but I think that's why my music hits me a little more when I listen to it or when I read it, as it's all really at all like because I hold life as really sacred because it is, and listening to it play is just or reading the lyrics is just kind of like whoa, it makes it more intense for me. I don't consider myself to be as desensitized as everyone else. I'm not gonna sit here and pick at everyone's death like, oh my god, they're dying. No, because I mean, people die. You gotta get used to it. But at the same time, you have to hold life sacred. I have to be good. We need to be better to our military. They get treated like shit because we don't care about them. That's what it boils down to, ladies and gentlemen. We don't care about our military. We don't care about our citizens. We don't care about anything but ourselves. My fucking part in the middle is really fucked up. We don't care about anything. That's the up and down of it. No Fruit Loops, no fucking extras, no fat. Lean, mean, and factoidally green. That's how it is. No one cares about anything. That's all I got. So if you weren't listening the whole time, like through this whole video, and you fast forwarded to the end just to get to what I thought about the whole topic, I'll repeat it for you. Topic is, why do military people get treated worse than athletes? My answer, not my opinion, but my answer, we don't give a fuck about the military. We care more about athletes. That is it. That is all I have to say. I'm gonna get back to talking to my girlfriend on Facebook. Fuck off. This is Clownman, signing out.